So we had 2 Esdras 6 and 57. It said, and now, Most High, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, as we read in Isaiah 40 and 17, have begun to be masters over us and to devour us. We read that in Zechariah 11 and 5, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, read that in Exodus 4:22, are given into their hands. It's given into their hands. Because we broke the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. That's why. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? That's what it was asking. Asking him. Matthew 24 and 3. We've been asking the same question over and over again. Like they asking the question now. When shall the end be? And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, Matthew 24 and 3, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? Now we read in 2 Esdras 6 and 9, for Esau is the end of the world, meaning Esau would have to be ruling at the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning that followeth. So now, they asked him, when is the end of the world? He said, and I shall say, answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach. Many have came and said, they the Mashiach. They pretty much is representing him. And they're showing them in the bottom of the books, and therefore you're not Mashiachim. Whoever they teach it is not Mashiachim. You don't hear that. They don't say that they belong to Mashiach. They belong to that man. They might say, hey, they might give honor to the Most High, the Mashiach, but they don't understand being Mashiachim. And Mashiach is the Most High's. Because you ain't dealing with the Most High unless you're going through him. So he says, but many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. Hear that? Anybody say they Mashiach, they lying. There's only one Mashiach. We read about him right here as he's speaking. And you shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And we got wars and wars all over the world. But nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, food shortages, and pestilence like we see right now, diseases, these plagues that the Most High bringing upon the earth, and earthquakes in diverse places, earthquakes everywhere, all over the world. All these are beginning of sorrows. See? Let us know, all these are beginning of sorrows. Look at verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, all this wickedness in this world shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But hear this, brothers. But he that shall endure until the end. Remember, Esau is the end of the world. But he that endureth until the end, the same shall be saved. Saved from your enemies and saved from the hand of all that hate you. As it tells you in Luke 1:68-71. That's what we got to be saved for. He letting us know that. But they didn't know. That's why he said, look. He even showed them, look. He said, that's why he said, look. Go to Luke 24:44. Look. Understand this. This is why it's such a blessing for us to be able to hear this word and understand it, because we know more than they would know. Luke 24:44. And he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses. That's from the first 5 books of Moses. First 5 books of the Bible. And in the prophets, that's all the way from Joshua all the way to Malachi, everything in between, including the Apocrypha, and in the Psalms that David wrote concerning me. So he showed himself. He said he come in the volume of the book. He showed himself in the law of Moses and the prophets, who had the spirit of a Mashiach, and in the Psalms. David let us know. In Psalms 110:1, he said, the Most High said unto my power, Hamashiach Yahushai, sit thee on my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. That's where Mashiach Yahushai is at now. You see? Now, once he showed himself in the volume of the book, those that are spiritually endowed to understand this, then opened he their understanding. Listen, that they might understand the scriptures. See? That they might understand the scripture. But if they understand the scripture, they wouldn't ask him this. And ask, we already went there. They wouldn't ask him this. And Acts 1 and 6. Because we know about the curses. We know about Deuteronomy 28, chapter the 15th verse to the 68th verse. That's the curses. We hadn't went through that yet. But listen, they wouldn't ask him this. Acts 1 and 6. When they therefore would come together after he rose the third day, walked the earth for 40 days, that's what they asked him. When they therefore would come together, they asked of him, saying, Hamashiach Yahushai, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? So they know the kingdom was coming to Israel. They asked him, are you going to restore the kingdom to Israel? And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father, the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, have put in his own power. Only the Most High knows. So if they would have asked him that question, because they knew better. Because we hadn't went through all the things they hadn't went through what we just read in this lesson concerning fleeing into Africa. And your enemy's going to surpass, so the Roman army is going to surpass the city of Jerusalem. Know that time of desolation is near, and flee into Africa. And he said, going to lay you on the ground, as the ground, kill you and your children, and take you into captivity amongst all nations. We hadn't went through that yet. That happened in 70 AD. When we fell. We hadn't went through that at this time, because the Bible starts about 65 AD. You understand this? They was coming in at that time starting to deal with us. Why it stops. 65 to 70 AD, approximately. We fighting. We at war with the Romans and so forth. And the other nations with them. 70 AD was taken down. That hadn't happened. That's why I say they didn't understand. Like, we can break it down right now. At least I can break it down so you can really see it as a story. As it should be told. Our story. And with that, I say Daniel 7 and 18. All praise to the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushai, and those that have ears to hear and eyes to see. Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, 1/3, mind you, shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Verse 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. And all dominions shall serve and obey him. See that? It's gonna last, the kingdom's gonna last forever. This is it. Once this kingdom is over, and Jacob said Esau's the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of it that followed, that's forever and ever. It's letting you know here. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. We had paradise from the beginning, as we read in 2 Esdras, the 6th chapter. That was to live forever. We ate of the tree of life. This planet is ready. Look. 2 Esdras 8 and 52. For unto you is paradise open. You hear that? This is what it's talking about. For unto you is paradise open. And repent and keep the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, have faith in the Most High. By Hashem, Mashiach Yahushai. The tree of life is planted. Remember, the Most High put swords around the tree of life. The tree of life is Mashiach Yahushai. The spirit of the Most High, the spirit of Mashiach Yahushai is planted. The time to come is prepared. You know, he said, I'm going to prepare a place for you, but it's already prepared. Plenteousness is made ready. This is a kingdom they talk about going to last forever and ever and ever. Plenteousness. That means whatever you want, you're going to have plenty of it. A city is builded, New Jerusalem is builded, and rest is allowed. We can get rest once everybody start working, and we become the new Israelite receiving service instead of Internal Revenue Service. Gonna be Israelites receiving service. How long? Forever and ever and ever. City is builded and rest is allowed. Yeah, perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of evil is sealed up from you. Wickedness and the mob is hid from you. Most High will, if we make it. And corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Gonna be thrown in the lake of fire. Evil and corruption and wickedness and iniquity gonna be thrown in the lake of fire. Sorrows are past, no more crying. All joy. And in the end it showed the treasure of immortality. Living forever and ever and ever. That's why I go back to Daniel 7:27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom, plenteousness, under the whole heaven, shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. I mean, it's going to last forever and ever and ever. And all dominions shall serve and obey him. All dominions, all nations going to serve and obey Hamashiach h.o.i under the power of the Most High and the 12 tribes of Israel. 12,000 from each of the tribes of Israel, making up to 144,000. Hitherto is the end of the matter. That's all she wrote. And with that, I say Shalom, all praise to the Most High. Study this, live it, and apply it in your life. And I'm out. Shalom.